Hello my kin, I'm Kin Ping, but you can call me Kin, and we're back into my Archaon the Everchosen campaign today. So, this one's going to be a bit different to last time. I'm going to be focusing on the lore and just have the gameplay in the background. While I am playing, as I record this, I'll just keep it in the background so I can focus on the lore, which is obviously more interesting. Because Chaos are fun and everything, but they're a really simple faction. I usually play vampires or dark elves, so this is just for the lore, really. Anyway, let's get right back into the lore. Last video, we ended with Archaon already having two powerful artifacts of chaos. He managed to claim the Mark of Chaos given to him by the 4 Chaos Gods after he single-handedly killed hundreds of demons and purified an altar. And he also took the armor of Morkor from Morkor, who was in spirit form and possessed his old armor. So now we're on to the next artifact that Archaon went after to prove to the Chaos Gods he was worthy of being the Everchosen. So the next one that Archaon set to lay his hands on was the Eye of Shiranan, named after the Tzechian sorcerer who found it. The eye gives whoever wears it the power to see the future and avoid enemy attacks, because you can see the future, so obviously Archaon wanted that, because it was going to make him real powerful. But the problem was that it lay in the lair of a powerful chaos dragon of the name Flamefang, and just like Smaug and the Arkenstone from The Hobbit, Flamefang had a really unhealthy obsession with this eye. Of course, this did not faze Archaon, and Archaon being Archaon, he just walked over and decided to whack the dragon in the head. So the two of them, Archaon and Flamefang, had a massive fight, and eventually Archaon got swallowed by Flamefang, but you know, Archaon being Archaon, Archaon just decided to cut his way out of Flamefang's belly and take the eye for himself, and Flamefang just died. So that was how Archaon took 3 of the treasures of the chaos. So the next one that he wanted was actually a living being. It was a demonic steed called Drak, which we can actually see you can get him. This one right here. I probably won't get him. Doesn't have very good stats, to be completely honest. I usually never get mounts, but you know, you do you. So Archaon travelled to the destination of the mount, which was on a huge mountain. And Drak was inside a demon prince's base, the demon prince being Agumon, which I don't think is in this game, and Archaon fought his way past all the guards before sneaking into the palace. Inside he saw all sorts of different beasts, Agumon being someone that collected beasts of sorts, but eventually Archaon found the mount that he wanted to find. Archaon, being Archaon, jumped on the back of this mighty steed before it burst into flames. Obviously, Archaon managed to tame the beast, and they were partners together now. So that's how Archaon took 3 of his chaos treasures. And so the next one he went after was a legendary blade called the Slayer of Kings. This sword was used by Vangal, who was the second Everchosen. Obviously, Morkor was the first Everchosen. Vangal had bound a demon to the sword, who had in turn made the sword powerful with rage and fury. Together with his mighty new seed, he travelled to the sword's location. Ooh. You know, I don't really want to play that. Might be worth order. Ooh. Okay, we'll just see if they come out. Okay. Anyway, Archaon reached the top of the mountain on which the Slayer of Kings was said to be found, and looked down at the world below, swearing that one day he would rule over all of it. And, spoiler alert, then all of a sudden, what he had just assumed to be another mountain behind him began to move, and a shuddering wave of earthquakes rocked the land below, to his surprise, he realized that the mountain was none other than the father of the dragon ogre race, Ragnarok the Black. Dragon ogres are the ones that look a bit like centaurs. Oh, let's just see. Melee attack, or... Well, seeing we don't have any heroes. There we go.
Attack!
Just wondering what they're doing.
Never. No.
And we can go back and take them. Let's just take out this race.
You what?
And... Ooh. Don't mind if I do. Anyway, Archaon knew that he could not defeat this dragon ogre, so he and his companions went to sneak past him. Oh, we got a Ferric victory. We could probably just auto that. Oh, that's even worse than last time. I don't think they're going to want to come out. We're going to have to fight that. It's doable, it's doable. Yep, we'll fight that. So, Archaon and his companions managed to sneak past Ragnarok the Black, but they saw that the sword, the Slayer of Kings, was clasped to Ragnarok's chest. One of Archaon's strongest companions, Prince Ograx the Great, managed to get Archaon close enough so Archaon could take the sword for his own. But once Archaon held it, the demon inside the sword shrieked, causing Ragnarok to slowly wake. Damn, this is a cool map. I really like it. Backdrop's pretty cool too. That's Game of Thrones. Anyway, let's just set everyone up.
Archaon!
Okay, which... Anyway, Archaon and his past Ragnarok, but they saw that the sword, the Slayer of Kings, was clasped to Ragnarok's chest. So one of Archaon's strongest companions, Prince Ograx the Great, get Archaon close enough so he could take the sword for his own. Archaon held it. The demon that was bound inside it shrieked, and Ragnarok started to wake. It's uphill over here too. Anyway, we're closer over here, so we'll set up here.
My God's call.
We'll actually put Chaos Marauders first. Have them there.
For the Chaos Gods!
Archaon will just place here.
Chaos Warriors!
Chaos Spawn want to keep them back because they'll get destroyed by ranged.
Marauder Horsemen!
And for our Marauder Horsemen, just lay them there. And putting Vanguard will just be stupid, so we'll keep them there. So as the Dragon Ogre began to wake, Archaon just simply stabbed Ragnarok in the chest with his new sword. The sword, having its bloodlust fulfilled, just simply quieted down, and that was the last we heard of Ragnarok before Archaon left. Actually, we could shoot a fireball. Oh no, it'd probably get hit. Cancel that.
They will succumb! Drag the wall! Chaos Warriors! Chaos comes!
Thunder is up there.
Mortal fool!
Okay, we'll wait a bit. Now, after years of searching, he only had one more artifact that he needed to find, and that was the Crown of Domination that once held the eye that he had got formerly. So he only needed that one more artifact, and then he'd be able to fulfill his destiny. Did Archaon shoot his fireball? Oh, there we go. I don't think that did a single thing.
Wipe them out!
Yeah, all good.
Ready! For the Chaos God!
We're good. We're good.
For the chaos comes. Chaos Marauders! Danger! Direct us!
There we go, we're over here now. So Archaon spent many years searching for this treasure, and he couldn't find it, but eventually, Eventually a demon of the name Bellicor revealed its location, and revealed that it lay in the World's Edge Mountains upon the first ever shrine to Chaos. So, you know, needless to say, they went after it, and Bellicor led Archaon and Archaon's steed up the mountain, though Bellicor was planning to steal the crown after Archaon found it. Oh, are we through? I think we're through. Go. Go. And you guys drop the equipment, man. Drop the equipment.
It is done. Deliver slaughter. Move fast.
What the hell are they doing?
Archaon. Charge them. Chosen.
I don't like what they're doing.
Seed of blood.
There we go, they're coming back now. We can move these guys. Actually, we could just run them.
Charge
Go,
them.
go, 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 go.
Chaos Marauders. Get
Go
them.
take center, go take the center, you got this.
Undivided. Time to
Kill them.
destroy. Running.
Why are they so insistent on going around?
Yes.
Our Chaos Spawn are doing fine. That's good, that's good.
All is chaos.
You fire his fireball yet? Nah, nothing. All good, all good. Keep going, guys.
No.
Anyway, it took them a couple of days of climbing until they finally reached the gate of the huge shrine and where the Crown of Damnation was.
Running. Obliterate them.
On the other side of the gate, when they finally reached it and opened it, they saw that there was a huge labyrinth full of beasts and the like. So, you guessed it, Archaon decided to walk forward, but he was not unfazed as he went through. He was getting attacked by all sorts of different monsters and stuff, all sent by the 4 different Chaos Gods. I'm really surprised how well these guys are doing. Anyway, how everyone else going?
Nobles, pestilent glory. Deliver.
Oh, they're getting shot at, that's why they're not doing that well.
Name your demand.
Nah, we're good, we're good, we're good, we're good.
We serve the gods. Give us carnage. There will be done.
Ah, that's right. The Frostbite gatehouse did not get it broken. All good, all good.
Kill me.
Run, 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 run. Go, 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 go.
Charge. Your will.
To the center. So, the first Chaos God that sent people after Archaon was Slaanesh. Slaanesh sent temptations to try and divert Archaon from his path, but you know, Archaon being Archaon, he ignored them. Nurgle then sent disease after disease towards Archaon, but you know, Archaon being Archaon, he managed to fight off the diseases with pure willpower. Zeech turned the labyrinth into a crystal maze to try and confuse and blind Archaon, but Archaon blindfolded himself and was fine. And managed to navigate his way through the labyrinth without sight, just relying on pure hearing and... Ooh, I don't need that just now. Hearing and smell, I guess. Oh no, not our Chaos Warriors. Hopefully they survive. We've got these guys about to take the center.
Faster, obeys hunger. Slaanesh the first.
Here we go. Archaon can go that way, they can finish him off. So those three gods all tried to hinder him, but then it was... But, you know, Archaon managed to get his way through, and he went into the inner gates where he found himself standing on a causeway that was surrounded with hellfire. Hellfire... Oh, they're getting destroyed, let's get you out of there. Hellfire just being the demonic version of fire.
On demands! Deliver slaughter! That's what the masters bid! Chosen!
Go around.
Move fast!
Yep, we're taking that. We're winning over here.
Reach their souls!
Okay, we're doing good, we're doing good. So, the hellfire was so hot that it burnt his hair and burnt away some of his skin before a huge bloodthirster emerged from the fire and attacked him. While the demon was incredibly strong and, you know, being a demon that was very, very powerful, Archaon managed to get the upper hand and ended up strangling the demon to death with its own whip. That's how badass Archaon is.
Very well.
You've really done nothing this fight, guys. We've taken that. Where do we need to go next? Oh yeah, there's one here. Let's just head this way. Ah, we did lose a unit of... That's okay. So, badly injured, Archaon turned to see the simple shrine, and he also saw a throne with a corpse sitting upon it. And yeah, you guessed it. On top of that corpse was the crown of domination. So Archaon took it, all his wounds healed, and he was the most powerful being alive, and all he needed was his coronation to become the true Everchosen. Yeah, look, they're starting to break. We'll be okay. We'll be okay, hopefully. It's these guys which have done all the damage. Hopefully we can push through now. Oh shit, we're in a crossfire. Go, 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 go. You got this, you got this, you got this, you got this. Oh! They should be alright, I think. Those guys, oh, they might prove a bit of a threat. We'll be fine, we'll be fine, we'll be fine. What's that PM doing? There we go. Get up on those walls, man. Get up on those walls. Actually, we can move one of them this way. So, Archaon now had all the artifacts, and he just needed his coronation. So, after proving to the gods that he was worthy of being the Everchosen after spending years searching for these artifacts, he was finally given his coronation. And surprisingly, the demon Prince Balakor, who had tried to steal the crown from him, ended up being the one to coronate him, and that made Archaon the Lord of the End Times, the Three-Eyed King, and just the most badass Everchosen to ever live. Obviously, during the coronation, the last spark of Archaon's humanity was just gone, and he was the true big evil now. There we go, I think we've won now. Army list is kicking in. Okay, that was a bit messy, but yeah, it was okay. I think we lost the Chaos Warrior unit, but yeah, it's okay, it's okay. So yeah, so now we're on to the end times and preparing for the end times for Archaon's lore. He's now the Everchosen. He now has all his artifacts. He is the guy we see in this little picture here. So yeah, it's pretty awesome. Yeah, we lost Chaos Warriors. That's okay. And I think we'll get the replenishment rate. Ooh, more Chaos Corruption. Nice, nice. And we've destroyed the faction. So I think that is a perfect time to finish the video. We've just destroyed the Dwarf faction. And we're probably going to go and destroy Throt's faction next, or maybe Wintertooth. I'll decide later. But let's just level Archaon up, and then it'll all be over. I think we're just going to get him some Horde growth. Nice and simple. But there we go. That is the second video done. Next video we'll be talking about end times and preparing for the end times. So I hope you enjoyed this. If you did, please show your love in some way. Helps me know that you want more of these videos in the future. But anyway, I'll see you next time. Goodbye, my kin.